Welcome, seekers of insight. Body language is a powerful communicator. It's the unspoken dialogue that happens in every interaction, the silent symphony of signals that can speak volumes about what we're thinking and feeling. It's the wink of an eye, the tilt of a head, the fold of arms. Each movement, each pause, each subtle shift in posture is a wordless whisper, revealing truths that words often fail to capture. Imagine you're at a party. Across the room, you see someone you've been wanting to talk to. Before you've even spoken a word, your body language has already started the conversation. Are your shoulders relaxed or tense? Are you making eye contact or looking away? Is your smile genuine or forced? These are all signals, cues that can set the tone for the interaction and influence how you're perceived. Body language can be a powerful ally or a revealing adversary. It can help you make a positive first impression, establish rapport, and build trust. But it can also betray your nerves, reveal your doubts, or signal disinterest. Understanding body language can give you an edge in social situations, helping you to read people and situations more accurately and respond more effectively. But as powerful as body language is, it's also complex and nuanced. It's influenced by a range of factors, from our cultural background to our personal habits to our current mood. It's not a one-size-fits-all code that can be easily cracked. It requires observation, interpretation, and a healthy dose of intuition. So, are you ready to delve deeper into this fascinating world of nonverbal communication? Are you ready to unlock the secrets of body language, to learn to read the silent signals that shape our interactions, and gain a deeper understanding of what makes us tick? If so, then you're in the right place. Let's begin our journey into understanding this silent language. Eyes can invite or challenge. They're sometimes called the windows to the soul, and for good reason. Eye contact is one of the most potent forms of nonverbal communication, capable of conveying a wealth of emotions and intentions. Consider the lingering gaze. This type of eye contact often signifies a high level of comfort and interest. It may indicate that a person is deeply engaged in the conversation or perhaps even attracted to the person they're speaking with. On the flip side, a lack of eye contact or habitual avoidance of gaze can signal discomfort, disinterest, or even deception. Yet, eye contact isn't just about the duration. The direction of a person's gaze can be equally revealing. For instance, when someone looks up and to the right, they're often trying to remember something. Conversely, looking down and to the left can suggest that a person is deep in thought or perhaps unsure of what to say next. While these interpretations can provide a useful starting point, it's important to remember that eye contact isn't a one-size-fits-all language. Cultural norms and individual personality traits can significantly influence how people use and interpret eye contact. In some cultures, for example, direct eye contact is seen as a sign of respect, while in others it can be taken as an act of defiance or aggression. Similarly, a person's comfort with eye contact can vary based on their personality and life experiences. Some people naturally make more eye contact than others, and this doesn't necessarily reflect their confidence or honesty. In fact, research has shown that some individuals, particularly those on the autism spectrum, may find sustained eye contact uncomfortable or even overwhelming. In conclusion, eye contact is a complex and nuanced form of communication. It can reveal much about a person's emotions and intentions, but it's essential to consider the broader context. Remember, body language is a symphony, not a solo. Each element plays its part, contributing to the overall message being conveyed. Always consider the setting when interpreting eye contact. Eyebrows add emphasis to our emotions. They're like the expressive punctuation marks of the face, adding depth and intensity to our unspoken sentiments. When we're feeling surprised or intrigued, our eyebrows may quickly shoot up, highlighting our astonishment or curiosity. This swift movement is a universal signal that's understood across cultures, transcending language barriers. On the other hand, when we're puzzled, worried, or concentrating, our eyebrows may furrow together in a frown. This movement could indicate that we're trying to understand something complex, or it might reveal our concern about a particular situation. So, when you're trying to gauge someone's immediate emotional state, don't forget to check the state of their eyebrows. These tiny movements can speak volumes about what they're feeling in the moment. Now let's turn our attention to smiles. Smiles are often seen as the universal sign of friendliness and warmth. When we're happy, our smiles are genuine and they light up our entire face. This kind of smile is often referred to as a Duchenne smile, named after the French neurologist Guillaume Duchenne, who studied the physiology of facial expressions. In a Duchenne smile, the corners of the mouth turn upwards and the skin around the eyes crinkles into crow's feet, signaling genuine joy. However, not all smiles are created equal. Sometimes people may smile to mask their true feelings or to make a situation less awkward. This kind of smile, often known as a social smile, doesn't reach the eyes. The mouth might move, but the eyes remain relatively still, potentially signaling insincerity or discomfort. So when you're reading someone smile, don't just look at their mouth. Pay close attention to their eyes as well. They can provide valuable clues about the authenticity of the smile. In conclusion, eyebrows and smiles play a significant role in conveying our emotions. By paying close attention to these facial features, you can gain deeper insights into someone's feelings and intentions. Remember, a forced smile might not engage the eyes, signaling insincerity or discomfort. Beyond what's said is how it's said. Now let's dive into the realm of vocal cues and movement. You see, the words we utter are just a fraction of our communication. The rest is unveiled through the melody of our voices and the rhythm of our bodies. Let's start with tone. It's the emotional context of our words, the color that paints our phrases. A soft tone can convey empathy or shyness, while a harsh one might express anger or impatience. Listening to the tone can help you understand the emotional state of the speaker. Now turn your attention to the volume. Loudness can indicate excitement, confidence, or perhaps a desire to dominate the conversation. On the other hand, a soft voice may suggest insecurity, deference, or a desire for intimacy. It's like an auditory spotlight highlighting the speaker's intentions and feelings. Pace, too, tells a story. Rapid speech might signal nervousness or enthusiasm, while a slow tempo can show calmness or careful thought. It's like the tempo of a song setting the mood of the conversation. But what about the nonverbal cues? Consider the side glance. It's a brief sideways look that can reveal a lot. It might suggest a desire to escape, a sense of discomfort, or perhaps a secretive attitude. It's like a quick peek into the speaker's mind, hinting at their true feelings. And then, there's movement. Every gesture, every shift in position is a piece of the communication puzzle. A stiff posture might suggest tension or defensiveness, while relaxed movements can indicate comfort and openness. It's like a silent dance expressing what words can't. However, remember, these cues don't exist in isolation. They interact, they overlap, they contradict. It's a complex symphony of signals, and interpreting them requires practice and patience. So the next time you're in a conversation, lend your ears to the tone, volume, and pace. Let your eyes catch the side glances and movements. You'll be surprised at how much more you can understand. And as we wrap up, remember this. Observe the side glance. Quick looks can suggest a desire to escape or discomfort. Posture talks before you do. Our bodies have a language of their own, and the way we carry ourselves can reveal a wealth of information. Let's delve into the world of posture and presence. Think of posture as a window into someone's comfort zone. When we're comfortable, our bodies tend to open up, expand, and take up space. This is often a sign of confidence and ease. You might see this in the form of a straight back, relaxed shoulders, and a head held high. It's an unconscious way of saying, "I'm comfortable here, I belong." On the flip side, a hunched posture or drooping shoulders can suggest the opposite. This can be a sign of shyness, discomfort, or low self-esteem. It's like an unspoken plea for invisibility, a wish to go unnoticed. But remember, it's not just about standing or sitting up straight. The direction of our lean can be equally telling. Leaning in during a conversation often suggests interest and engagement. It's like our bodies are trying to get closer to the information or the person we find intriguing. On the other hand, leaning away can indicate disinterest, discomfort, or a desire for more personal space. It's a subtle sign that we'd rather be somewhere else. And what about those crossed arms? Often perceived as a defensive gesture, it can indeed signal discomfort or a guarded attitude. But context is crucial here. It could just as easily be a comfortable position for someone or a way to keep warm in a chilly room. So, the next time you're in a social setting, pay attention to these silent signals. They can provide you with a deeper understanding of the people around you. But remember, there's no universal dictionary for body language. It's all about observing, understanding context, and piecing together the puzzle. And let's not forget, cold rooms make for crossed arms too. Hands reveal the unspoken truth. This statement carries a profound truth about the language of our hands. They're like wordsmiths, crafting narratives that our mouths may never utter. Consider a nodding hand, for instance. When someone nods their hand while you're speaking, they could be signaling agreement or understanding. But nodding can also convey impatience, like a silent plea to hurry up. It's a subtle dance of communication, and interpreting these movements can provide a window into someone's thoughts and feelings. Next, let's talk about hand rubbing. It's a common gesture, often seen when someone is anticipating something. It could be a sign of eagerness or expectation. However, before jumping to conclusions, remember to consider the context. Maybe they're simply cold. Now, on to the feet. They're often overlooked, but they can be quite expressive. Did you know that our feet often point in the direction we want to go? If you notice someone's feet pointing towards the door during a conversation, it could be a sign that they're looking for an exit. But don't just stop at the direction. Watch for movement too. Tapping or bouncing feet could indicate nervousness or impatience. Crossed ankles might suggest comfort or, in some cases, defensiveness. Once again, context is key. And what about when hands and feet work together? Have you ever seen someone steeple their fingers while crossing their legs? This combination could suggest a person is feeling confident and in control. In essence, our hands and feet are powerful tools in the silent dialogue of body language. They can reveal excitement, impatience, comfort, and a host of other emotions and intentions. So, the next time you're engaged in a conversation, remember to pay attention to these often overlooked communicators. Remember, direction matters when interpreting the position of feet. Let's consider the full picture. Much like the cover of a book, one's overall appearance can provide initial clues about their personality and intentions. The clothes we choose, the accessories we don, and even the way we style our hair. All of these elements form a silent but powerful language that speaks volumes about who we are. A meticulously polished look could be an attempt to impress or convey professionalism. On the other hand, casual attire might suggest a person's desire for comfort and ease. But remember, just as a book cover doesn't reveal the entire story, these outward signals are only a part of the larger communication puzzle. They can sometimes be misleading, as people might consciously manipulate their appearance to project a certain image. So, while appearance can provide valuable clues, it's essential to combine this with other observations for a more accurate read. Reading people is an art. It's more than just noting isolated behaviors. It's about seeing the whole picture, understanding the symphony of nonverbal cues that play out in every interaction. It's observing how someone's eyes might dart away as they speak, or how their hands might tremble slightly when asked a question. It's noticing the subtle shifts in posture, the slight changes in tone, the seemingly insignificant gestures that, when pieced together, can reveal a person's true feelings and intentions. It's not about making snap judgments, but rather about forming a nuanced understanding. It's about recognizing patterns and inconsistencies, about reading between the lines of what is being said and what is being shown. It's about empathy, understanding, and connection. So let's delve deeper. Let's sharpen our senses and refine our intuition. Let's delve into the complex dance of interaction. Now, test your skills. Imagine you're at a networking event and you spot a group of people. One person is leaning in, nodding frequently, and maintaining steady eye contact. What do these signals tell you? Are they engaged, interested, or perhaps eager to contribute? Consider another scenario. You're in a meeting and you notice a colleague constantly glancing at the clock, their feet pointing towards the door. What might this suggest? Could it be impatience, restlessness, or simply a need to be elsewhere? Now think about someone you know who often rubs their hands together while speaking. Is this a sign of anticipation, nervousness, or something else entirely? These are the kinds of questions you'll need to ask as you develop your body language reading skills. The more you practice, the better you'll get. So, keep observing, keep questioning, and above all, keep learning. Engage with these scenarios to sharpen your observational abilities. With great insight comes great responsibility. This wisdom rings especially true when interpreting body language. As we delve deeper into the subtleties of nonverbal cues, it's crucial to remember that our newfound knowledge isn't a tool for manipulation or an excuse to invade privacy. Instead, it should be a bridge to understanding and empathy. Ethics in reading body language begins with respect for personal boundaries, cultural differences, and individual autonomy. It's essential to remember that everyone has the right to their own private thoughts and emotions. We shouldn't use our skills to intrude into these personal spaces without consent. Instead, we should use our understanding of body language to enhance communication, foster connections, and promote empathy. It's also important to remember that body language is just one piece of the communication puzzle. It's not a foolproof method to decode someone's inner thoughts or feelings. Misinterpretations can lead to misunderstandings or worse, wrong assumptions. Therefore, it's crucial to approach our observations with humility and an open mind, always ready to adjust our perceptions based on additional information. Moreover, interpreting body language isn't an excuse to stereotype or make snap judgments. Cultural, personal, and situational factors greatly influence nonverbal cues. What might be a sign of discomfort in one context could be a sign of concentration in another. What might be seen as a sign of dishonesty in one culture could simply be a sign of politeness in another. Therefore, we must tread carefully, always considering the larger context. Finally, it's essential to use our understanding of body language for positive purposes. This knowledge can help us become better listeners, more empathetic friends, and more effective communicators. It can help us understand others better and, in turn, help others understand us. It's a tool for building bridges, not walls. So remember, the purpose of studying body language isn't to gain an unfair advantage over others or to pry into their private lives. It's to improve our own understanding and to foster healthier, more meaningful connections. Use your skills to foster understanding and empathy, not manipulation or judgment.